All right, so our fountain is built, and now we need to figure out the environment. Okay, let's change the ground color. Okay, let's do a noise texture. There, we got a little bit of miscoloration. I like that. There we go. We need to subdivide this. Let's raise both these up like this. All right, let's go into sculpt, and let's just start bringing it up. Let's go to solid mode. Hang on. Okay, let's scrape the top of this. Okay, and then let's keep raising it up. Okay, let's raise it up like this. And then we're gonna take this scrape right here and scrape it down. Yeah, kind of like this carved in look, almost like a path that you could fall easily from. That's kind of cool. There we go. We can just do dynamic topology so that it just kind of resets itself and get some interesting details. All right, we need to press. Let's do a draw here, and we're just gonna press in. Okay, and then we're gonna scrape here. Let's go back to draw, and we're gonna press in more. Okay, let's grab and just press some things down here. All right, cool. I like that path. Got to even things out just a little bit. All right, geometry node time. Let's call this ground base, right? Let's make a piece of grass. I kind of want the grass to be like long. So let's go here and make a little piece of grass. Let's add a plane. Okay, let's pivot off the 3D cursor. There we go. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to go like this. Okay. Let's snap to vertex and put the, there we go. Right click, set origin to 3D cursor. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to apply all transforms, and we're also going to shade smooth. There we go. Okay, let's just join these. And we're gonna put this in its own collection. We're gonna say grass reference, right? So this is the ground base, and then I think we need to duplicate this, and then we're gonna call it grass emission. So we need to add geometry nodes. Now we're in our geometry node editor here. Hit new. We're gonna call it grass emitter. All right, so we need to distribute points on faces. Okay, we have that. Cool. Those are all of our points that we can do. We can do tons of them. Okay, now we need an instance on points. And then we need to add a collection info. And our collection is going to be the graph reference. Look at that. Not quite, but we're getting there. So what we need to do is we have our grass emission, and we have to reference a different object. Okay, let's duplicate this. We're gonna call this ground paint. Let's go to vertex paint. I might have this inverted, but you know, we'll see. Anyways, we're gonna call this attribute grass underscore density. All right, so now we go back to our emitter. Object info. So now we need this to be our ground paint object, right? And I'm saying reference this map, and then it will populate. Okay, so I think if I hit all transforms, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. So we need to go back to our paint mesh right here. Let's go to vertex paint. Okay, we don't want grass here. Pretty much all of it we don't want grass. And then we can go like this. There we go. I love geometry nodes. Okay, we're gonna add like kind of a gradation here, like that. Multiply, like that. Boom. Boom. That's so cool. That's perfect. Okay, cool. So we need a random value node. Okay, sick. So I got my randomizer plugged into my XYZ separator. Now they're rotated. Sick. That's perfect. Okay, now we need to make the grass orient to the surface. So we need to align Euler to vector. Axis is going to be the Z. Add a normal node. So let's see here. So we say add like that. Let's give it a material here. Diffuse. Shader to RGB. Color ramp. That's starting to look cool. It's a really actually quite simple to get the map to work. We need some scale randomization. Our vertex map right here. Now duplicate this and duplicate this. So right here we have this, and then we're gonna plug this into the scale control right here. Oh my gosh. Ha! There we go. Hey, there we go. Yeah, we get these little tiny ones. That's perfect. We have the density control right here, and we have the scale control right here. All right, so we can even add a map range. Let's see here. So map range. So I can set the minimum size to like that. Lighting is going to be everything here. So we're going to add like a gentle oscillation to our rotation, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a noise texture, an add node, and a scene time node. And we're going to switch this to 4D. We're going to plug this into the W, plug this into the value right here, plug this into the rotation, plug this into the value right here. Oh, that's so sick. That's so sick. Okay, hang on. Cool. That's the speed right there. Oh, that's so cool. That's such a nice, that's a wonderful effect. Look at that. Oh, that's so sick. Let me full screen that. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? That's wonderful. All right, so what I want now is I want to use the same stone material and I want to add some bricks. I think we can just manually add them. There we go. I love that. Like I can kind of like bury them a little bit so they're just peeking out. That's pretty much what I want for most of them. Okay, we're gonna need a couple lights. Let's make it a spotlight. Let's also change the x-axis. There we go. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring down the exposure to 5 or so. Yeah. It's just gonna be like a soft little illumination on the ground here. Oh, interesting. We did like a counter light. Almost like a golden backlight. That might be really nice. It adds some really nice colors to that. Well, it's certainly interesting. I need to switch over, but it's interesting. And we got our grass to be moving. The grass movement is lovely. I love that. That looks so nice. We go to material preview here. Oh, that's just beautiful. That looks so wonderful. Lighting is going to be everything here. I'm actually finished with this part sooner than I expected, but lighting is going to take some massaging. I'll do marionette tomorrow, hanging from the strings, and yeah. And we might want to extend this little blood trail like down into the dirt here. That might be cool. Like kind of going down these bricks probably. That'd be cool. But this is gonna look so legit. Like we'll do like a ramping camera that follows this path, and you're gonna see like these wonderful little details here, like the stone sticking out of the ground, things like that. It's really nice. I love it. It looks really cool. I kind of want like a spotlight, like a beam of light coming from above that's highlighting the marionette, but we'll do that later. We'll worry about the lighting later. Lighting is gonna be really, really key for this. But yeah, we're cooking. It looks legit. It looks super legit. So yeah, I love it. I mean, that looks awesome. And as you get closer, you see like the animated shaders of the blood and such. It looks so cool. I'm gonna get some shots from above here, so you can get that nice stuff too. It's just freaking awesome, dude. This project's it's just looking great. I love it. All right, let's switch over. Here we go.